Welcome to another edition of Walton Entertainment. Today we'll have more news, information, and entertainment from your local hometown. Welcome to Focus. This segment is an opportunity for us to focus on what matters with people, places, and things. I'm your photographer, Darrell Everidge. Today I'm privileged to sit down with Monroe Mayor John Howard, who talks to us about different aspects of the city, some of the city council's decisions at the last meeting, and what's in store for Monroe for the future. Tell us a little bit about the job going into it. Is there anything you encountered you didn't think that you were going to encounter?
No, I'm lucky in that we are a weak mayor system, meaning that the council has full leadership as a group, and I look at my role more as a liaison, and I lead the meetings, and I get to sign proclamations, and I'm the face, no matter how pretty it is not. But there's not a bigger cheerleader for Monroe, and Monroe needs somebody to share the good news. I mean, we've got a great thing going, and the mayor's job is only as active as the city mayor chooses to make it. During the last city council meeting, 3 developments, 2 were denied and 1 was tabled. Can you tell us a little bit about those? One, right. And we did not table that. That particular developer asked to have it tabled. We have a corridor overlay district that has landscaping requirements, impervious surface requirements. In the particular lot in question, the developer bought the lot, came forth with his plans. It's my understanding prior to actually going over the overlay district and learning what was needed. So then
the apartment complex.
No. I'm sorry. This is
Church Street.
This is the Spring Street project where there was I believe it was a Sport Clips and a chicken place and a T-Mobile.
East of Arby's.
Right.
Okay.
And it's really the product was just too big for the lot. And I think they're still, I think Darrell and Patrick are still trying to work with it to hammer it out to make it work for the site, and hope we don't lose that developer. He, Mike and Dave Burnby, nice gentlemen. They want to do what's best, but we have to understand that when we have folks come in from outside to bring a development here, developers are in business to make money, and they're to make as much money as they possibly can. We are in business to protect our asset, and there are a lot of things that come into play, but the first one is this corridor overlay district that was approved by the council in 2014. We're not changing the rules of the game as we go. We are playing by the rules that were set forth years ago, and we're trying to adapt and massage to make things fit under those guidelines. This case, I think we are still moving, and we'll lose one of those restaurants, but I think the final product is going to be better. This corridor overlay district was put into effect, number one, because we don't want a concrete jungle. So parking is set in the back. Number two, to have additional landscaping requirements that, number one, soften the building, but number two, cool the environment. And then number three, you have requirements for the making materials of the building. So a certain amount of brick, a certain amount of stone, no plastics and PVCs. I mean, we're requiring nicer, higher-end materials. And the Burmese were great, and they tried to work with us. It's just we couldn't do it as fast as they had hoped with the plans coming forward and trying to make those guidelines work for them. I hope they'll be back, and I have every confidence that they will. Monroe's in a good position right now.
What about the area at 138 and 78th intersection at Walmart?
Right.
Do you think that it's at its capacity? Is there room over there for more development?
There will be room for more development, and I'm also a capitalist. And a libertarian to an extent that, this is my property, and I want to do something with it. I want to provide something for the city of Monroe and make money at the same time in the developer's shoes, but I also want to put a product out there that's going to be appealing to the eye, that's going to be easy ingress, egress, connectivity to the surrounding areas. It's our understanding that DOT is going to do intersection improvements in that area in the immediate future. I was under the impression that they would have started that by now, but DOT's got a lot on its plate, especially in our area. We're looking, they're doing testing on the truck route right now. They're doing land acquisitions right now. We have future expansion and redesign of the on-ramps and off-ramps from 78 onto Broad Street. We have a new road that's going to be running in the Charlotte-Rowell area right back to Broad Street, where we have a development that's coming in at the July 2nd meeting for our final, the retail development that we've been discussing for years and years and years and years is coming to fruition. So we're really excited about that.
One of the things on the city council's meeting that day was an apartment complex.
Right, 216 units.
And that was denied. What was the specific reason for that?
Well, there are a lot of reasons. The main one being the multifamily residential development, in our opinion, should go at the periphery of a commercial development like this. There was this, and it should be last. This one was going in first, and it was adding traffic to the area prior to having the development. We do see an area, there's property on the periphery where an apartment would be a good fit, but it's just not a good fit there. And mathematically, I don't think that we need to continue to add multifamily residential at a rate that is that will add to our already existing multifamily zoned properties.
And I noticed the downtown is just flourishing. It's doing great.
Right.
And the Mike Cash building was being worked on pretty regular, and then it seems like it's just kind of stopped.
Well, it is our understanding that it is still on go. They took the paper down from the windows last week, so there has been stuff happening inside. Dean and Lindsay South seem to be wonderful people. They are moving to the heart of downtown, so they're on go. I just don't know how rapidly they're going to be able to open. But if you look at where we stand right now, we've just opened South on Broad. We have LR Burgers coming. Silver Queen is under construction. The Southern Brewing and Tap Room and Distillery should be open in the next couple of months. I would love by the end of the year Major Humphreys to be open. So it's a lot of commercial / retail development very quickly. And I also know how difficult it is to find subs. So, they could be backed up for various reasons, but we've got every confidence that they'll move forward.
And Ian Henderson's moving out of town. He's been
Right.
here for a good many years.
And
What's
Ian,
going to become of that old building?
And Ian's a good friend of mine, and I'll miss him. But he had, I believe, been there for 7 or 8 years. And the holders own the property and have chosen to go another way. It's my understanding that it will remain an antique mall, but they also have a master plan that they want to stick to. So with the senior flats under construction right now, maybe a future restaurant, maybe additional stores, they could have an expansion of Made in Monroe. So there are a lot of moving parts over there, and I'm going to let you really go further with Rick and Whit and Gable Holder. I mean, they're just a fantastic group. They want what's best for Monroe, and they're also not going to do something that is going to adversely impact our town.
All those out there that's opposed to the new sidewalks. There's a certain group of people on social media that talk that down anytime that subject comes up, and more so on North Broad Street. What they wonder is who is going to go past Marable Street.
Well, here's the thing: we are in everyday competition, and it's competition with other communities. When people want to move here, people want to get out of the overly congested areas to our west, and we want them here. We are making ourselves competitive by being attractive. The number one thing people look for, according to the Urban Land Institute, when they move to an area, are sidewalks and trails. Okay. Number 2 is public schools. Our public schools have turned the corner and are doing a bang-up job. Nathan Franklin, Alan Satterfield at Carver has done an outstanding job. The team in Monroe area is amazing. So I feel real comfortable there that kids are going to get a really good education here. But we also want them to be able to walk places. Don't want them walking in the street. We don't want our entire town to look like it's been neglected for 50 years. We're putting in quality. You will see redevelopment of Broad Street as Charlotte Rowell develops, as that commercial shopping center develops, and maybe future apartments around the periphery of that. Broad Street, we have a large property out there that has a ton of potential, and I can't really speak on what's going on there because I don't know. It's privately owned. They I'm sure have their own plans. But look down South Broad. Look what's happened there. A lot of foot traffic. Look on Spring Street. Ton of traffic. And the same thing is going to happen here. I don't know why anybody would be opposed to it.
What about what's the future for Monroe? In your eyes, what do you hope to accomplish?
The future for Monroe? We want to continue smart growth. We want to address our traffic situation, but we need help. This is a lot of DOT, a lot of screaming, clawing, and gnashing of teeth to get things operating, to get the trucks out of downtown.
And I think the best last question would be, when can we expect the Publix to open?
I can't admit that it's going to be a Publix. It seems to be that Publix is the grocery store of choice by this particular developer. I can't give a timeline because I'm not the developer, but they will be here for final approval of their development plan next week. And they should be closing on the property in the fall, and hopefully they'll be starting construction before the first of the year. So on that kind of timeline, I can't imagine it would take more than a year for construction. The really cool thing is they have a group of a group of retailers that are all set to go. So when they announce, they're not only going to announce the grocery store, they're going to announce all the peripheral satellite companies that'll be with them. I can't say all. You're going to have a couple of smaller retail shops that won't be filled, but the main anchor tenants will. And folks are going to be excited. And folks are going to complain about traffic. And it's our job to make it as safe and efficient as possible.
Well, thank you for taking time out of your busy day to be with us today, man.
I'm here for you anytime. I appreciate your coming in.
And thanks for watching another episode of Focus. Until next time, I'm your photographer, Darrell Everidge. Are you in need of tractor work, bush hogging, grading, cleaning, sod installs, and drainage repair? Then you need Bold Springs Landscape Solutions. Bold Springs Landscape Solutions is a licensed, insured, and certified landscape solutions company. Their services include grading and drainage, bush hogging and clearing work, as well as fencing, landscape, and sod installation. Contact Bold Springs Landscape Solutions today.
Well, it's about 10 o'clock, and as you can see, it's really filled up here at downtown Social Well, the parade is about 6 minutes after the parade started. State Highway Patrol. Cincinnati cow. And here come the horses, so that means we're getting close to the end of the parade. And this is the end of the parade. This is Paul Mullins, downtown social circle. We're with Walton Entertainment.
Creative artists can offer you a wide range of video production. Call the experts and discuss your project today, whether it's your special event or your company. Creative Artist, 770-267-7368. Creative Artist produces this program you're watching. Call Creative Artist today, 770-267-7368. Creative Artist, they'll put you in the spotlight.
We're here at the Music Art Guild. We're grooving in the sculpture garden. And the Silver Queen food truck is here. People are getting tacos and different things to eat. There's Mayor John there, Howard.
Hi, we had our Groove in the Garden today. This is Sunday, June what is today, the 30th? 30th. And we have live music. We had the Silver Queen taco food truck. We had drawings for about $1,000 in drawings and giveaways. It's kind of a membership drive, but it's just our thank you to the community for supporting us in a way for families to come out. We have lawn games, just fun things to come and do and see. Things going on inside the building, things going on out here in the sculpture garden, although we have to be careful of the UFO crash. But come and see us anytime. I know this will be over by the time you see this, but come and see us and see what all we have going on. We have 2 more weeks of camp left. We have things going on all the time. Come and say hi. Thanks.
Yeah, we're painting angels and down there in the back. We were making boxes earlier. So we put these angels and other stuff in the boxes. And then where do they go?
You're going to go to the hospital, the fire station for the children in need.
Oh, that's really neat. So y'all are making up the boxes for the children?
We are.
About how many have you done so far?
Probably about 300.
Wow, that's a lot of boxes.
Do you think, Ian? Probably done at least 300 today.
Today.
The last time we did about 300 and had to stop because we ran out of some supplies.
I see you've got a lot of good help here.
We do. These people have been here. We're all my first ones.
Yeah, we were the
First ones, and then a couple people have come and gone, but they've stayed. They came and started filling the boxes, and then we ran out of the hand-painted angels. They went to go paint angels.
What all is in the box?
What's in the box? The box has an activity book, like this. And this activity book is designed by our local artists that are here. Gratuity Paper, I believe, put it together and got the logo together. And then we have a little flyer from the Art Guild here. And then you also get a sticker sheet. And then most of them are going to have the hand-painted angels, but we ran out, but we're going to continue to keep going. Have a crayon box here, Play-Doh, and then you get, there's an assortment of little dogs. So we can put the little dog in there. And so when you get it, it's all full with all that stuff.
And this is going to what locations?
I work at Piedmont Walton, so they go to Piedmont Walton, but they've also gone to the fire department. They've gone EMS, DFACS, and I believe some foster.
And so the children in the community are the ones that's going to
Get
this.
children,
Good.
they're made to go towards the children and community that are in some sort of a crisis type situation or where they need something that can help to calm them down. And Coke has been really wonderful about teaching us about that because she knows a little about that with her granddaughter. And so she knows that this helps to calm down and to help soothe the children that are in need.
I think the Play-Doh will calm anybody down, won't it?
Except for the parents. Whenever I'm at the hospital and the parents open it up, usually that's the parents like, oh, let's leave that until we go home.
Well, I'm just real pleased with all the good help you've got and
Yes,
what you're doing.
and you're seeing the end of it. If you would have came earlier, everything was really full. Ian over there, he's been building the boxes for us for, this is our second round, so he's probably built close to 1,000 boxes. Over there, he's got a little bit of help over there right now. Hi. Hi. I should have been here all this time.
Thank you, sir. This is where the boxes are being assembled. And when they get assembled, you take them over there so they can put stuff in them, right?
I've been helping everywhere. And then down here, there, and the angels.
We're inside a space thing right here.
This is BB-8 from Star Wars. Lucas, did you notice? Yeah, I never noticed. Let's go here. Mom and Daddy.
Hi, come to a galaxy far, far away that's right down the street here in Monroe. Here at Monroe Walton Center for the Arts, we have our summer camp theme this year is space. So our artists that are in our camp are putting together this display, and we have an astronaut, we have a rocket ship, we have aliens and friendly, and maybe some of them are not so friendly, but all kinds of things going on inside the big top here at Monroe Walton Center for the Arts.
Are you in need of tractor work, bush hogging, grading, cleaning, sod installs, and drainage repair? Then you need Bold Springs Landscape Solutions. Bold Springs Landscape Solutions is a licensed, insured, and certified landscape solutions company. Their services include grading and drainage, bush hogging and clearing work, as well as fencing, landscape, and sod installation. Contact Bold Springs Landscape Solutions today.
This sure was a spectacular evening at Loganville. Next year, if you haven't gone to their celebration, Independence Day celebration, make sure you mark that on your calendars because it is fabulous. This is Paul Mullins with Walton Entertainment.
Okay. The Peach Mountain Gang, the way we got together, it's really, I think, a story of bluegrass community. We never planned to be in a band. I never planned to sing or play more than one instrument. And Andrea, my daughter-in-law, and I started playing together, and she could sing, and we sang a little bit together, and we were playing on the square. And another band heard us ask us to sing along with them, to play with them at a gig. It was at a retirement home. And we had a lot of fun. Next thing we knew, that band was asking us to play a set at a benefit for a museum. And we didn't have enough people to play a set, but I had been to the SEBA, the Southeastern Bluegrass Association meeting, and met Libby, and had invited her to a jam class that Andrew and I were attending. And at that same jam class, we met Jeffrey. So we quickly called Jeffrey and Libby and said, "Hey, would y'all like to play with us at this gig? No pressure." And they said yes, and I don't think they knew what they were getting into, but as a result, the Peach Mountain Gang was born, and we've had a lot of fun.
She's from the hills of Kentucky, with long black wavy hair, and lips as sweet as warm red wine, no others can compare. I'm going honky-tonkin', everything's turned upside down, but when I find that gal of mine, we're really gonna paint this town. They say we can't get married. They say I'm not worthy of you. But they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what we've gone through. I'm going honky-tonkin'. Everything's turned upside down. But when I find that gal of mine, we're really gonna paint this town. Now when you see me coming, better raise your window high. And when you see me leaving, Lord, hang down your head and cry. I'm going honky-tonkin', everything's turned upside down. But when I find that gal of mine, we're really gonna paint this town. But when I find that gal of mine, we're really gonna paint this town.
Bluegrass gives me a sense of joy and purpose, even on my darkest days. It gives me happiness in my heart. You get a sense of community, and you get your bluegrass family, and I love performing and playing out. I never knew I would like it this much, but it makes you feel good.
There's a rabbit in a log and ain't got my dog, and how will I give him my note? I'll give me a briar and I'll twist in his hair, and that way I'll give him my note. I know, yes I know. Me too. That way I'll give him my note. I'll give me a briar and I'll twist in his hair. Ouch! That way I'll give him my note.
You can't listen to the banjo and not smile. At least I can't. You know, you hear it on the Beverly Hillbillies. You hear Steve Martin before he went full-time playing. He'd play with it when he was doing his bits. And wow, that's just a wonderful sounding instrument. But my stepfather bought me one, bless his heart. He got it from a pawn shop, I believe. And I tried to play it off and on for about 18 years. And what I didn't know then is that the neck was warped. And what that means is once you start fretting up past the third fret or so, it won't be in tune because there's no way the string's not in the right proportion. But I'd learned some rolls and stuff, and I would try it, put it away for a couple of years. But on my birthday in 2011, I went to banjo.com when it's still here in Atlanta and tried something out. And lo and behold, those little rolls that I was doing actually sounded good. So I bought one right there on the spot, and I don't know that I've gone a day without playing it since. Really, I take it
I've been playing at the guitar since I was a kid, but would put it down, pick it up. Never really had other people. Didn't seek out other people to play with, and it wasn't. But I'd always it had always been a dream to be able to play bluegrass guitar in a band since I was in high school, really. And it wasn't until a couple of years ago that when I met these guys, I decided to spend time, and it's just been great. The bluegrass community, camaraderie, the family we've been talking about. It's just like I said before, string therapy. It's good for Fidelgia. It's a lot of fun, and it's just changed my life in a lot of ways, and really just so grateful to be playing with these guys and all the people that we jam with is wonderful.
winding through the trees like a ribbon in the wind. I don't mind not knowing what lies down the track, 'cause I'm looking out ahead to keep my mind from turning back. Sun is shining through the open boxcar door, lying in my mind with the things I've known before. I've lost count of the hours, days, and time. Rhythm of the rails keeps emotion in my mind. Steel rails chase the sunshine round the bend, winding through the trees like a ribbon in the wind. I don't mind not knowing what lies down the track, 'cause I'm looking out ahead to keep my mind from turning back. 'Cause I'm looking out ahead, keep my mind from turning back. Yay! Good job.
Creative Artists can offer you a wide range of video production. Call the experts and discuss your project today, whether it's your special event or your company. Creative Artist, 770-267-7368. Creative Artist produces this program you're watching. Call Creative Artist today, 770-267-7368. Creative Artist, they'll put you in the spotlight.